Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. My name is Violet Espila. I was born in Kenya, Kakamega, in a small town called Kakamega, and I am so honored to have Olena, who from Ukraine, who will be talking about sunflowers and farming, and and other uh, other opportunities that she has, that she's doing, aside from farming, her main job. So we are so honored for today to have her here. Our community, Perpetua Farm, is all about engaging globally to communities, and to learn more about us, and to also learn about other countries and what they're doing in terms of like small scale farming. And so we have Olena here, and Olena, please introduce yourself, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Olena Korsunska. I'm from Ukraine, from village Kotlarevo, and I have a little farm. I have 300 hectares. Зараз. I grow sunflowers, barley, wheat, and nuts. Thank you. And also, I am a head of organization, the children with mental disabilities. I have 2 works. I love my work. I love children. I love my farm, and I try to be positive and thank you. Sorry for my English. I
No,
don't have conversation with you, Violet, for a long time, and I forget some words. Sorry if I.
no,
Uh, uh, uh,
no apologies. No apologies at all. And you have acres and acres of land. You're managing your farm. You're also managing a disability community. Tell us how do you do all of that? This how do you manage? How do you go your day-to-day basis in managing your farm and the disability center?
sorry. Violet, sorry. Do you hear me?
No. You can. I think you went a little bit frozen. You can go ahead.
I plan my time such way that I can work on 2 works, if it's possible. I have on my farm manager and also 3 tractor driver. And also I used um, mm, non I don't know how to say, non-qualified worker.
Right,
Two
right.
2 or 3 person in my farm. What else? In my organization, I have 2 deputy and 2 deputies, and 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 that's all. It's my team. I and 2 deputies. And it's hard to work. But as I said, I love my work, like my I don't know how to say. I love my зараз. I love my
You love your work.
yes, and
It,
зараз. I like my feeling when I'm working, you know.
mm-hmm.
It's cool. I like to work. I like to do this,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yes, thank you.
And honestly, me meeting you, Olena, like when I was in Ukraine, it was an honor to meet you there, and you know, to start you know, to work with you in Ukraine, and you inspired me so much, you
Thank
know,
you.
and and you know, especially, you know, you're working with children with disability, and you also have a farm. Can you tell us more? Can you tell us more about sunflowers? And you know, how what are the benefits of planting sunflowers, or what are the challenges of planting sunflowers for the community, or
Violet, sunflowers is the most benefit culture.
Mhm.
No, in our region, sunflower like sun, sun ahead, and water. Water in roots, you know. Sunflower, you can make oil, sunflower,
Mhm.
and also I don't know how to say, oil cake. Understand?
Mhm. Oil cake.
Yes, from sunflower, and also there is one kind of sunflower
Mhm.
called oleic sunflower. Oleic
Mhm.
sunflower. This sunflower used for producing chocolates, for example, Snickers, Mars.
Oh.
Да.
Uh-huh.
High oleic sunflower. It's
So what
used.
when
Yeah.
when you say Oleg, you say Oleg that makes chocolate?
Yes. Listen, oleic. High.
Oleg.
Yes.
So Oleg is a seed, is a different seed that you plant it, and then you produce
Not
chocolate.
no, I'm produce. I зараз I sell this
Mhm.
Sunflower, and another people produce substantial for produce chocolate, different this sunflower is very expensive,
Mhm.
more expensive than just sunflower. But
Mhm.
let's talk about different 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 hybrids.
Hybrid. Mhm, mhm,
Hybrid, sorry, hybrid.
mhm. No, it's okay.
In Ukraine, we have three technologies.
Mhm.
Technologies, three technologies: cultivation, planting sunflowers. Technology. This technology depends from herbicide.
Mhm.
The main herbicide. First technology, classic technology.
Mhm.
second technology, Sumo technology, and the third technology it's Clearfield technology. For these three technologies, three different types of herbicides. The first. Next, sunflower like space.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And when you plant sunflower, bum, 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 we plant three seed on meter. Understand? 3 seed on meter.
So when you're saying you plant 3 seeds and you space it 2 meters, 3 meters far, right?
No, Violet. 1 meter for 1 meter in long. You know?
Ah, okay.
1 meter in long must be only 3 seeds.
Okay.
And row spacing between row. First row and second row space 70 centimeter.
Right,
you know?
right.
No, big space between row. Space.
Right.
Yes. Also, you must know that sunflower we must sow in deep 5-6 centimeter. Okay, because for example 3-4 centimeters not good, and for example 7-8 centimeter it's a sunflower like 5-6 centimeters sowing deep.
Right.
Okay. Also, значит, seeding rate depends on the amount of participation rains. You know?
Right.
Yes. If you will be plant 3 seed per meter, if I don't know how many it will be per acre, but per hectare it's 45,000 seeds per
wow.
per
Right.
hectare. No?
Right.
Yeah. And what else? Sunflower very like nitrogen. Nitrogen. For vegetation, it needs 45-50 kilograms nitrogen. It means that when you
Paulina, so when you say nitrogen, how do we get nitrogen? You say the soil needs nitrogen for the sunflower to produce or to improve better, right?
Yes. If you will be put nitrogen when you sowing, sunflower start faster.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I used um, I used I used fertilizer called urea.
Uh-huh.
No? Зараз.
So you use fertilizer
You-
for,
you-
but but what you're saying, when you're using fertilizer, for sunflower, you have with sunflower seeds, it's different seeds, right? Because you mentioned that it's different levels of, in Ukraine, we have 3 different types of seeds.
Yes.
So with different type of seeds, the one that you're using, can you just mention the one that you're using and which fertilizer that you're using? Because then it's going to depend with the soil, right?
For every
Oh.
this 3 type seed,
Mm-hmm.
all 3 types seeds need urea. All.
It doesn't matter. All 3
doesn't-
need. Okay.
Yes. It's fertilize. It's
Mhm.
substance that help sunflower to grow.
Right.
You know.
Uh-huh. Right.
But these 3 kind of sunflower, it's about herbicide.
Mm-hmm.
This a little bit later, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When you sowing sunflower, you put on fertilizer urea.
Mm-hmm. So when you're saying sowing, so with the seeds, you have to sow the seed first before you put in the soil, and then you put the fertilizer.
Violet, we we soil sunflower seeders.
Okay.
Seed nation, I know. You you sowing by hand?
So I'm going to tell you, okay, because I've never planted sunflower seeds. So this is the reason why you're here. So when when I started, I've always loved sunflower, and they're always beautiful. When I was in Ukraine, I'm like, I want to plant sunflowers. So I came and I went to like a shop where they had like sunflower seeds. I'm like, oh, I want to try to plant them. Olena, I had no idea how to plant the sunflower seeds. So I just ended up planting them in my backyard. I'm like, oh, let me just put like little, seeds around it. I'm like, oh, they did well. So I ended up having sunflowers. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So then I have a farm in Kenya, a small, very small farm in Kenya. And I ended up meeting another farmer who does sunflower. Sunflower. I'm like, wait, can I have some of your seeds? So we planted because I didn't know even if they're going to do well there. I did not know anything about how to plant them or what's what. I know more about maize because that is that's what we plant in that area. So with sunflower, when I mentioned this to our family members in Kenya, and the locals, I'm like, no, we don't plant that. I'm like, okay, so maybe let's just try. I swear, Olet, I'm telling you, it's like, oh yeah. So we started like planting at, you mentioned like meters. You mentioned meters where we have to plant, 3 seeds,
Yes,
in like 1
but
meter. And so I ended up, we just planted them like all over the place.
Yeah,
So,
I will show you.
okay.
You see it? See it? See it?
Okay, I see that.
One row, second
Mhm.
row space, 50 centimeters.
Mhm.
1 meter. One
Only 3
only
seeds.
seeds. Yes, because
Oh
some
my God. Listen, I did it probably wrong because you're right. I did it wrong because I didn't do it that way because we ended up putting, I did send you photos. I did send you photos of the line. We didn't, we didn't do any of that. It was like, oh, let's just plant. So I see like 1 meter is like 3 seeds and that. So I'm like, no, I know someone from Ukraine. Let's have this conversation because we're gonna do this right.
uh-huh. You know, sunflower like space.
Yeah.
Sunflower have a big roots, and also
Right.
sunflower have air root.
So they need space and they need like air. So when you say that, it's um so per meter is 3 seeds, and with the 3 seeds, it doesn't matter which seeds, correct? As long as it's
It,
as long as it's
it's technology of it's technology of sewing. It's sewing
okay, okay.
Yes, yes. And I don't know how you will be sewing sunflower by hand or by seeders. I don't know, but you must prepare. Uh, you must prepare good. Have a good prepared soil.
See, this is why I honestly I didn't know. We tested our soil, right? And our soil is acidic, and when it's acidic, I'm like, okay, I don't know what plants can grow in acidic type of soil. So I started to diversify different crops, and I'm like, well, let's just do sunflowers. So we did sunflowers. Apparently sunflowers did well, but it did well for the birds because
Yeah, it's so tasty for the birds.
they love it was
Yes,
birds and bees. They were just like it was like heaven for them. It was just like
yeah. I think that chicken will be very
and
happy.
chickens. Yes.
Mm. Before the planting, sunflower like blow. Listen. Sorry. Sunflower like plow. Deep plow.
Okay.
35 centimeter plow.
Mm-hmm.
And or
Yeah, right.
or nibbling.
Uh-huh.
Nibbling,
Right.
It's sunflower need good soil for punch root
Mm-hmm.
deep.
Like deep, like so when we're putting the seeds, it has to be like completely deep. We need to put the seed deep,
No,
right?
no put seed.
No.
No put
Okay.
seed. Seed
Okay.
you put on 5-6 centimeter.
Okay. Oh,
We
okay.
you need land cultivation. Land cultivation called slow or nibbling.
Okay.
35 centimeter. Зараз.
Yes.
Зараз. In order for the root to grow deep.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you must make agriculture cultivation called slow or nibbling before you plant sunflower. Then after nibbling or slow, you need we make cultivation. I don't know how to say. You know, Violet, in April I will be plant. I will be sow my sunflower, and I will make a video for you.
Thank you. That would yeah.
I make all stage, okay, and I do, okay.
Thank you. I would really appreciate that, like step, so I know, because I didn't know what to do, and I want to be able to improve, myself in like with sunflowers, because yes, birds they eat
Violet,
that is their food.
but I said that sunflower like space. You must plant sunflower 3 seeds per meter, and between row space 70 centimeters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you put seed on 5-6 centimeters and put 1 tablespoon urea.
Right.
Near seed. Then you buried. I don't know. No.
With the soil, you kind of
yes, hide seed and zaraz, and also it's very important. Зараз. And tamped down.
Oh, so when you put the fertilizer, you have to include soil to cover.
Yeah. You put fertilizer, you put seed, you cover soil, and then when you cover soil, you tamp.
Okay. Oh, I see. You put it. Okay, you push it down.
Yes.
Push it down. Okay.
You push it.
Uh-huh.
Yes. This is the main, the main, I don't know how to say, main process.
Yeah.
Main process. Then you, how you watering? Drop,
Right. When you. Mhm.
you drop watering.
So okay. So when we did the sunflowers, we did during rainy season in Kenya. So rainy season in Kenya is in March, so we don't have to water anything, right? Because it's so much rain. Um, so then we didn't know when the flowers were going to bloom because this is our first time, experimenting sunflowers.
Mhm, mhm.
And we didn't even put any fertilizer. But this second time around, yeah, I mean, we did a small area, to see how, and it was like, oh wow, they're doing good, but all the birds, chickens, that was heaven for them, you know. So then we ended up, for the second time, we ended up, planting the whole area. And when we planted the whole area, it was, it was good.
Mhm.
And the community was like, wow, why are they plant? What is this? Because it's like so bright, But the community loved it because it's we had like a photo shoot, with pictures, and the kids loved. I'm telling you, oh, Lena, I'm telling you, they loved it. But the problem is, when we were taking pictures, it was when the sunflowers,
Mhm.
they were not really bright. They were not really bright, so we didn't choose this a good time where they actually bright and bloom.
Mhm.
But they loved it. But in my community in Kenya, where I am, the kids, I'm like, oh wow, we've never seen this, because we are always used to season planting in March, which is maize, and then if it's off season, we plant like vegetables, but never flowers,
Mhm.
and it was something that was so like it was, I'm gonna say, just magical. It was magical, but really not magical, because the flowers were not like blooming during when we were taking pictures. But you know during
You
when
need,
they were
you need the
uh,
benefit. I don't know. You need profit. You want to grow sunflowers for what? For for beauty, or for making oil, or for what? Your
okay. So with the sunflowers that we did, the sunflowers that we did, when we planted, they said, oh, you can turn into profit to make sunflower oil. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. It's for pictures, and I see the birds are eating, and also is good for also bees.
Yeah.
Honey. I love honey. So I'm like, listen. I'm like, I love honey, so I want all the bees to eat all the food to get the honey.
Mhm.
So
For bees. Mhm. Mhm.
yeah, and I'm like, okay. So that's what we have been doing, so far, to feed the birds and bees, and then we found out is good protein for chickens, because it's heaven for chickens. And we have free range chicken in Kenya. Like the chickens, I can have my neighbors chickens, they can come to my farm. Like, it's free range. They can walk anywhere they want, and they know where to go. where to go to see. They're all,
Great.
they know where to go. So my farm was it. They was like, oh, we found heaven in my farm. So all the chickens were just in my farm. I'm like, I don't know what to do, because no one else is doing it. So yeah.
Okay, in Ukraine, it is a very delicious dish called roasted seeds of sunflower.
Oh. What do you mean roasted?
Um,
When
roasted.
you say roasted, do you mean like peanuts? When peanuts, you roast peanuts, right? It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Also, you can roast sunflower seeds.
Okay. Okay.
You when you was in Ukraine, you
So I know
you tried this. You tried
mhm,
roasted seeds in Ukraine.
mhm,
But
mhm.
tried?
Yes,
Tried?
I have tried that, especially I would buy I will go to the market and I will buy you know the um roasted sunflower with salt in it, and I loved it because I couldn't find peanuts anywhere. It was protein to me, and when in my area and with my family, and I'm like, the only thing they think is oh, sunflower oil. They don't think that, they think only peanut. Peanut, yes, is protein, so that is common. But when it comes to sunflower, not many people know about sunflower. You can roast sunflower and you can actually eat it. It's protein.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that when we planted them, for one, they were shocked that chickens can eat because all the chickens were in my farm. and you and when I said you can roast them just like peanuts, I'm like, oh, we can eat them.
Yes.
We
No?
can't eat, yeah, we can. We can't eat them. It's just like you roast the peanuts. You
Yeah.
can do that. So so those are the things that I learned so much, but I didn't know how to plant, or I didn't know what I was doing in planting sunflowers. I knew just to put the seeds on the ground and like, for hope, like, oh, okay, let's just wait and see. Let's just see.
It's a new technology, right? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
okay. It's good. uh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I will be plant my sunflower in March. In
Mm-hmm.
March.
Right.
And I will show you all process, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I want the
I
process.
also ask Katerina Ucha. You remember Katerina
I
Ucha?
know, Katerina. Yes, yes.
Translate for you,
Yeah.
for your understanding, because my
Your English is good. Your English. And by the way, when are you coming to Kenya? Huh? I want you to come to Kenya. You're gonna come to my farm. You're gonna see it. I want you. I want you to go to Kenya. You'll be like, I'm going to Violet's farm. You can see Kenya. So.
in Kenya. Oh, it's cool proposition.
Mhm.
I
We need to plan. We need to plan for you to visit Kenya. Okay.
Silent. Okay, it's very interesting. But now,
Yes.
March and until November,
Mm-hmm.
busy on my fields, you know,
Okay. Okay.
very busy. And this season, in this year's season starts earlier, I think, because I put fertilized Selitra, for example. I
Yeah.
put it. I don't know how to put it. This fertilized last year in February, but this year in January. You know,
Right.
for 1 month earlier. Um,
That
what
is okay. We're gonna find a time for you to come to Kenya, and I'm gonna show you around Kenya. And I'm gonna show you around how we live in Kenya.
oh, I live in Kenya. I saw. You live good in Kenya. At least your chicken live good in Kenya.
Exactly.
That's why, you know, Violet, our chicken live in my village very good too. They eat wheat, sunflowers, barley. Everything's good too.
They eat good. That's for
You,
sure.
you know, when chicken eating sunflower eggs, more I don't know how to say, more fattest. I don't know how to say.
Like they're fertile.
But yes, yes.
Oh, they're fertile when they eat more sunflower. So they
Yes.
produce more chickens when they eat sunflower seeds.
And in eggs, vitamin E more when chicken eats sunflower. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder all the chickens were there, because I was here, and my family, they say, why, the neighbors are saying, oh, the chickens are at your farm. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why the chickens are on my farm, but it was sunflowers. So, you know.
They like it, yes, yes. But sunflowers are very, very useful. Useful for human, because
Yes,
but
they have protein, because some people
yes,
can't eat meat, and it's like peanuts. That's what I've learned about some people that I know, that they can't eat meat. So they would eat peanuts, or if it's like sunflowers, like you mentioned, like roasted sunflowers.
roasted sunflowers contain vitamin E. Yes, yes. It's very important vitamin for skin, for hair,
Right,
for nails, especially for women. Especially for women. If will be eat roasted seeds 20-30 gram per day, your skin and your hair.
Your hair. Oh, listen.
The best of the best, Violet. Yes.
Wow. I didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, is woman vitamin. It's very useful for women.
Wow. This is the most useful and culture exchange conversation I've ever heard. Because
About
And
sunflower, chicken, hair. I don't know about everything, Violet.
everything. But, so,
Woman, we must be nice and happy. No?
yeah. So, yeah, I really appreciate this conversation, and I hope, because I'm going to Kenya. I'm going back to Kenya in May, and I know that the first time when I was in Kenya, where I was, the communication, it was a little bit bad when me and you, we were having like a virtual communication, but it's still in the area. I'm still gonna see how the how the network is, or if not, I can reach out to you. I can record. We can record the conversation, and then I can share with the community. The importance of sunflowers, because it's a lot of benefits with sunflowers. It feeds the birds. Birds are good for for earth. For earth. Bees are good for earth, and they're good for you. There are people that do not eat meat. They can eat that. So it's good. It's environmentally safe food overall, in all around. It's, chickens, they eat, like I say, like people are saying, the neighbors was like, why are chickens going to my farm? you know
Whoa! Why? Because they like sunflowers. Because that's why they.
That's what. And then we found out they were eating the sunflower seeds that were dropping on on the soil. They were eating that. So like it's good for everything. It's good for oil. So overall, I'm gonna be in Kenya in May, but I'm gonna let you know, like, the agenda, where you can talk maybe 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes about sunflowers.
Mhm.
I showed you we harvested our sunflowers at the farm, and we dry them, but it wasn't really much because we had the village chickens eating. you
Mm,
know, so we have just a little bit. It's not that much, but they love it. I can't help it. And we also had, like, African marigolds. So it helps it helps to devise our soil, so our soil can get used to different type of crops, because it's a very small area. It's a small, it's like backyard, but not really like backyard, but so yeah. So I'll let you know. I'm gonna see if you can be one of our speakers, and I really love to communicate with you, because it's extremely important to exchange culture and ideas, and we learn. We make mistakes and we learn from each other, and I'm like, oh, you did this different, oh, I did this different, and we improve each other, across.
mhm, mhm. In Ukraine, we said 1 moment. We said age life, age learn. You know.
Yeah.
That's why, Violet, I love you for your question, and I will help you in every question. And I'm going to make video
Thank you.
for when I will be planting my sunflowers.
Yeah. It's,
And I want you to um, mm, get a good harvest sunflower, not only for chicken. Okay.
thank you. And you also mentioned chocolate. You know, that is something that I didn't know about sunflower. So I need to look up chocolate, how to make sunflower from chocolate.
Yes. 1 minute.
Yes.
Sunflower coal, Oleg sunflower used
Mhm.
in producing chocolates, you know. You can read about it.
Thank you very much, Olena. And we really appreciate this is Olena exclusively from Ukraine. Teaching us about sunflowers, giving us tips and ideas about how to utilize sunflower seeds. And we really appreciate it. It's going to help us in our small farm in Kenya. And and here in New Jersey too as well, because here in the US, you know, because it's something that I didn't think about, you know, it's the different types of sunflowers. And I really, really appreciate, you know, your friendship, you know, even for me to connect with you and to even reach out to you and to welcome me and be open to the idea of having this conversation about sunflowers and talking about sunflowers. So I really appreciate this. And we're going to continue with this conversation in the next season.
Okay, Val, thank you very much. You know, it's very pleasant for me that you support for your support. Okay, and I want to support you too. That's why I will help you ever you say. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, and we're gonna talk after. Let me see.